Good morning, everyone. The little pre-show before the show starts. Making sure all the sounds are good. How do I sound, everybody? We've been having crazy things going on with the mic lately, so I just want to do a pre-check, make sure the sound is good on here. I unplugged, replugged, restarted the program, so we should be good. We should be good. So as soon as we get the thumbs up on the sound, we'll go ahead and start the show. You guys let me know how it is there. All right, let's get the other things up here situated. It's good to see everybody pre-show. Love to see that. Air horns going for the pre-show. I think we're good. It looks good on my end. Sounds great. Awesome. All right, let's get it started. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live for this Friday. TGIF, everybody. February 28th. This month has flown by. I don't know what happened to this month, but it flew by. Thank you for joining me, everybody. We got a good mix of people in the chat today, so I appreciate people joining the chat early. Thank you. It always helps fuel the motivation. I will say that. It always helps fuel the motivation. Let's go ahead and get the we can go ahead and get the member shout outs out the way right up the top, because we got a few people in here already. We got my brother Larry Goodman in here. Thank you for joining me, a part of the crew. We got Mr. Mike in the building. Thank you for Mr. Mike for joining. eInk, thank you. We're gonna talk about eInk today as well on the show. I got the thumbs up that we can discuss. So we're gonna talk about a eInk experience today with some with the earbuds. So we're gonna talk about that today. It should be pretty interesting. We got BM. Thanks for joining, BM. We got BM in the chat today. It's definitely Friday vibes. Absolutely. And thanks for everyone else who's joining the chat today as well. Sunny day in Philadelphia, somewhat. Listen, I only need a little bit of sun to get golf or disc golf notions in my head. So disc golf today after the show, everybody. I'm feeling good. It's going to be a good day today. I hope everybody's having a good Friday, or at least starting your weekend off the right way. Let's go ahead and get to the happies for today. I got a new transition. I haven't perfected it yet, but we're going to talk about the transition today to do. All right, so what we got here? Today is gonna be rare disease today. Now, today's holidays aren't the best, but it's always good to bring awareness to things, even if you don't think they're terribly exciting. So, Rare Disease Day. You know somebody with rare disease today? Reach out, or just if you're a person that donates, if you've been thinking about donating to rare disease research, today's the day. Today's the day. So let's get that awareness up there. Carnival Friday. I looked up Carnival Friday. Let's see what I found on Carnival Friday. Because I was like, okay, Carnival Friday. I'm thinking Carnival, Brazil. But all I got was New Orleans stuff. So I'm not sure. It's a Brazilian holiday for sure. It's a Brazilian holiday for sure, but the only thing people seem to be celebrating it in the news are people in New Orleans. So go New Orleans, go Brazil. I don't know if the population is mixed there, but it's a good time. I've been to Carnival in New Orleans once in my life as a kid. I wasn't old enough to enjoy it. It seemed like people were having fun though. I got older and realized how fun it actually was. If you don't know about Carnival in New Orleans, oh boy. They call it Mardi Gras there. So if you don't know about Mardi Gras, check it out. It's a good time. All right, next thing we got up here is Andalusia. Oh, no, there we go. Andalusia Day in Spain. Let's check that out. I did look up that, though. I did find some information about Andalusia Day in Spain. Oh, boy. It didn't go to the screen it was supposed to go to. Oh, let's fix that. Can we fix it? Oh, boy. We can fix it. It may take a second. Oh, boy. There we go. Andalusia. There we go. So Andalusia Day in Spain, a celebration. Let's talk about this. Celebrated on the 28th of February, marks the anniversary of the 1980 referendum, which the people of Andalusia voted for autonomy, establishing the region as an autonomous community within Spain. Awesome. All right, so there we go. Autonomy within Spain. We called it out. How's everybody doing today? If there's any eInk related stuff that people want to talk about, just throw it in the chat. You know I don't mind talking mid-sentence about some eInk. So we're going to get to like the tech stories, though, for the day. First thing we got up here is going to be actually, you know what? Let's try that. Let's try that transition there. Oh boy, that was a great transition. It worked. It worked this time. Okay, so transitioning on to some tech news. Oh, this wasn't the one. This wasn't the one at all. There we go. Amazon unveils revamped Alexa with AI features for $19.99 a month, free for Prime users. The Prime, I gotta say, the Prime subscription. Oh yeah, eInk. We're gonna talk about the DYI launch. It's in the notes. We're gonna get to that. So Amazon's unveils revamped Alexa with AI features for $19.99 a month, free for Prime users. Prime has shown its value to me over and over and over again. Like, for $20 a month, actually, I think Prime is $14.99 a month. So it's for the cost of Prime, you can get the AI features like for cheaper. Anyway, there's two services that I pay for, or subscriptions that I pay for, that has never bothered me. One being YouTube Premium. Oh boy. It's probably the best subscription I have right now. I'll cancel everything today if it meant only having one. I keep YouTube Premium for a whole bunch of reasons. Amazon, though, man, they're becoming hard to beat with this Prime subscription. AI features, music storage, you get file storage with Amazon Prime. You get video, not storage, but I mean, you could store video on their file servers, but you get video to watch, Prime Video. They got good stuff to watch. Man in the High Castle. I think that's the name of the series. That's a wonderful series that people don't talk about. That I'm like, it makes me giddy thinking about the series. I think it's called The Man in the High. Anyway, it's a spy story. I love spy stories. I don't know why, but I do. So anyway, Alexa, AI, Prime showing its value over and over again. If you're not a Prime subscriber, definitely check out Prime. You get a lot for that $14.99, and this is just another thing added on top of that. All right, so let's see what we got here. Amazon announces a long-awaited revamp to its Alexa digital assistant. Definitely long-awaited, and they needed to revamp because for a long time, Alexa was worse than Siri. Actually, let me think about that for a second. Let's think about that. Does anybody agree? Alexa was worse than Siri? Maybe. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I disrespected Alexa just now. I didn't mean to. Alexa was never the worst. Siri has always been the worst. Siri continues to be the worst. If you have an iPhone and you're using Siri on that, shame on you. Shame on you. You just go get ChatGPT. Download Gemini. Apple's going to be using Gemini. We reported on that earlier this week. Apple's going to be using Gemini anyway. Just go get Gemini. You won't regret it. Cliff is great. Cliff is great. So anyway, what else we got? The company has been working for years to overhaul Alexa with generative AI features. They should have been working on it years before that. It's been bad, but never as bad as Siri. Never as bad as Siri. eInk says, very excited to see what Alexa will do. It was very needed. Yeah, definitely very needed. One of the things I was excited by with this launch that they may or may not talk about in this particular article was the fact that they made it a point to say that Alexa will be able to recognize handwriting. I thought that was huge for a whole bunch of reasons, but for eInk devices, of course. My brother said, as a multi-Apple device owner, doesn't even encapsulate how many Apple devices you have, brother. That multi doesn't even encapsulate that. We need another word to describe how many Apple products this dude has. I hate Siri. I'm glad I'm glad an Apple fanboy, and yes, brother, you are an Apple fanboy. I'm glad an Apple fanboy has the courage to say, I hate Siri.
Fanboy in your Apple Music library. Search on Apple Music or ask for it on a different app.
I don't know what prompted Siri on this iPhone I have right here, but it says I wasn't able to find Fanboy and fanboy in your Apple Music library. Why are you searching? See, this is why Siri is the worst. That right there is why Siri, real time, is the worst. CJ says, same. Siri is useless. Absolutely, CJ. Big up to CJ for joining too. Let's get the air what's going for CJ up in here. All right, so yeah. Let me check the Discord. I got a message up in Discord. Me and She-Ink were having a conversation. I was getting clearances before the show. We're gonna talk about some She-Ink stuff that we figured out over the last couple of days here. I'm so excited to talk about it too because it's one of those stories that where tech meets humanity, and everything is fine. My brother says I'm not a fanboy. Only a true fanboy would say something like that. So, ipso facto. All right, what else we got up here? Back to the Alexa story here. Amazon established an early lead with AI voice software, but the rise of OpenAI's ChatGPT, which we're going to talk about ChatGPT too. They released 4.5 yesterday, I think it was. So we're going to talk about that. Has made Alexa and other assistants like it appear outdated. Absolutely. On Wednesday, Amazon announced a long-awaited overhaul to its Alexa digital assistant and will charge a monthly subscription fee to access it. The revamped service, which Amazon is calling Alexa Plus, is powered by generative artificial intelligence. Panos Panay. Let's talk about Panos Panay real quick. I love Panos Panay. Panos Panay is I can't say he's the reincarnation of Steve Jobs because he doesn't own the company that he's worked for. I don't think he's owned any company that he's worked for. He's usually like a spokesperson for a product that a company's launching. Greg, aka Gregory, what's going on? Let's get the air horse going for Gregory. How's it going, man? TGIF. I hope you're having a good day so far. We rocking. So Panos Panay, this dude, to me he is the reincarnation of Steve Jobs. No one is as charismatic in tech as Panos Panay. Nobody. He has that Steve Jobs-esque vibe. I love it. Let me ever need to give a presentation someday for a product that I'm talking about. That's a real possibility for me these days. Let me ever have to take the stage. I hope I do one day. I'm hoping that I channel the Steve Jobs, Panos Panay energy. Because this dude is awesome. If you've never seen him give a presentation, go check him out. He's other than Steve Jobs, I don't like watching anyone else give a presentation. I don't even care about anyone else's presentation. No one at Apple has the charisma and the panache that Steve Jobs has. Nobody. We'll gloss over that. I get passionate when I talk about Steve Jobs. That was my guy. I love Steve Jobs. Still do. Steve Jobs is the man. Let's go to the chat real quick before we move on. Larry says, I was team BlackBerry until you convinced me to switch to iPhone. Mr. Stand in line for hours when an Apple product dropped. Yeah, I used to be an Apple fanboy. I would camp out overnight for Apple products. Then Steve Jobs passed, and it was like, I lost all my motivation to do all that stuff. The Rock says, the Alexa, the AI seems light. It's a voice recognition tool with canned responses. Really? The new one? Oh, no, the current one is garbage, for sure. It's hot garbage. It's dehydrated garbage. Useful for some small things, but yeah, seems to lag behind AI in general. Absolutely. I agree with that, Rock. But hopefully it's gotten better with this release. Rogic is a secret Apple fanboy. I used to be. I won't even deny that. This is coming from my brother. I used to be big. Not so much anymore. Not at all anymore. I still think they make the best laptops on the planet. Hence, But that's it right now for me. But they do make some good phones. Samsung has surpassed them in the phone sexiness department, though. They used to make the sexiest phones. Now their phones are just, they're just mid now. They're just mid. Even the Pixel is becoming one of those things I enjoy looking at over the iPhone. But every time I pick up even an old iPhone, I'm like, oh, these things are made really well. These things are made really well. The Rock says, where's that swear jar? I didn't totally swear. I started to because of the passion, and then I stopped it mid-swear. Mr. Mike says, we should talk about the Boox official announcement that their prices will be going up in the U.S. because of tariffs. Ooh, thank you. I didn't know about that announcement. We will add that to the docket as well. All right, so Panos Panay, that's where we left off. The company's senior vice president of devices and services said on stage at an event in New York. I didn't see this event. I'm looking forward to seeing some video of it. I like seeing Panos Panay talk. For the first time, Amazon will charge users to access a version of Alexa. This service will be $19.99 a month or free for Amazon Prime members and will roll out early access next month. All right. I'm looking forward to this. I'm totally looking forward to this. Anybody else looking forward to the anybody use Alexa right now or has Alexa in the home and will be using these when they do unveil them? Let me know. I have one device. They're coming to you can I guess from what it sounds like from what I heard anyway on a podcast I was listening to, it sounds like you can buy a new Echo Show. And the new Echo Shows will come with this, a free version of this that you get for a certain period of time. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I did hear that on the podcast that one of their devices, the Echo Show, will come packed with this new update. So you won't have to do a bunch of other things. Sheen says, I have Alexa in almost every room. Interesting. And Bamboo is going to be making profit from those tariffs. Bamboo, the 3D printer company? Interesting. The Rock says, I have a bunch of Alexa. Oh boy, can we go back? I have a bunch of Alexa Echoes to run home automation, and since I have Prime, I guess I'll be a beta tester. Interesting thing about that, The Rock. It doesn't sound like you'll be able to get an OTA update for your Echo Show. If it's a show, it's only the show that I heard this about. It's only the Echo Shows that you buy from this point forward. Not even the old Echo Shows will have it. Only the new ones. Like I said, don't quote me on that. That's just something I heard. I haven't done any research on that. Sheen says, I will come with it. I am ordering the new 21-inch Echo. Okay, cool. Keep me updated. We'll update the show on that. That'll be awesome to find out. You know what I would love to do? There's a few people who I would love to talk to on the show, but I do the show at a weird time. Like, so most people are at work right now. It would be nice to have guests on the show. Aaron from 2530 Media mentioned that to me once in the Discord. That, you know, having some guests on the show, some live interviews will be nice. And there's a ton of you out there that I would love to interview and talk about specific things because everybody knows a lot about at least a certain number of things, right? That, you know, sometimes I don't have a lot of information on, but people in my Discord do, people in the comments do. It would be nice to pull some of you guys in to the live show on just a quick voice Discord thing. You know what I mean? Just to ask a couple questions, interview someone about their personal experience on certain things. This story I'm going to talk about with eInk later would be a perfect example of that, of talking to someone live about their experience with a product or a story or a topic that I'm talking about on the live for that day. So maybe I'll think about a way to get that done. Moving on. So anyway, Gregory aka Greg aka Gregory says that's 21-inch Echo looks awesome. Is that the show? Because that does look pretty cool. Those shows have always looked pretty good to me. They've had those going for a while now. I didn't think they caught on, but it looks like they're going to have a reason to catch on now. Sheen says, I'm using my 15-inch in the kitchen and it's okay, but the new Alexa should be so much better. Yeah. Well, let me know. Keep me updated. All right, moving on to the next story here. We have, let's see if I can get this done. Oh, it didn't. I didn't have it ready. I'm going to get that transition working. That transition is going to get working one day if I do it enough. So what we have here is Alibaba offers free access to AI model that can generate realistic video and images. So if you've been listening to the show, you know I've talked about Alibaba's AI for a little while now. Essentially what it is Alibaba, the retailer, has their own AI, just like Amazon now has its own AI, online retailer. So same thing. It's just Alibaba is just bigger outside of the U.S. than Amazon is here in the U.S. But anyway, Alibaba is giving people free access to its general artificial intelligence model that can produce highly realistic videos and images from both text and image input. The company has announced that 4 variants of its WAN 2.1 series, the latest version of its generative AI technology, are now open source and can be downloaded and modified by users. Researchers, academics, and commercial entities can all get them from Alibaba Cloud's ModelScope and Hugging Face platforms, both of which give people access to open source AI models. As Reuters said, the models Alibaba has open sourced are called T2V-1, 3B, T2V-14B, 12V-14B-2 or 720p, and 12V-14B-480p. So I guess the last numbers, the 270p and the 480p, are referring to resolution. I'm assuming. Let's see if we can highlight that down here. These are the model numbers down here. And for at least these last 2 models right here, the last bit of that particular model name, I think, refers to the resolution that model can create. Through any event, it's a free video model, and there aren't any free video models on the market. This will be the only one that I know of. If someone knows of another one, let me know. I'm talking about of good ones. I know there's some crappy free ones on the market. That wouldn't even be the market on the web, but good ones. This would be probably the only free good one. And I say good because from what I understand and from what I've been reading in the last couple of days about this, it sounds like a pretty good model. I haven't tested it yet. When I get a chance to test it, we'll bring it on the live and we'll. That would be definitely cool. Let's go to the chat real quick. The Rock says, at the bottom of AMZ press release, Echo show 8, 10, 15, and 21 are prioritized to start. No idea which those are. Awesome, The Rock. I appreciate the input. That's in reference to the Alexa AI features we were talking about. I said that the Echo show will get it. So they just released all the Echo shows there in the 21. The 21 is what I think everyone in the chat was talking about there. Yeah. She says, would love to see you and Aaron get together. Yeah, definitely. Aaron is the person who brought this up. So he was a definite, the first thing that popped into my mind when he brought it up. I'm like, yeah, definitely. We should definitely do that. And it would be super beneficial for stories like what I'm going to talk about today. So yeah, I think I'll put some brain energy behind that. Jay, what's going on, Jay? Let's get the air horns going for Jay up in the chat here. I don't know why that started there. How's it going, brother? Jay says it works. Are we referring to the Alibaba video, generative AI video creations? And about to be or not to be? Or how not to B2B? Oh, what you know about that B2B, Jay? What you know about that B2B? Ad spent? What you know about that? What you know about that? ROAS? What you know about that? All right, let's move on here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this, and when I do, I'll get back to you guys on how I feel about it. In the meantime, though, let's go to the next story here. Meta Aria Gen 2 smart glasses look like serious upgrade on Ray-Ban Meta. So this is a story I'm interested in because Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses, that's the life right now. Can I move this over a little bit? That's just the life right now. I love these glasses. I really do. I want to talk more about them. I should do a video about them. I'm so inundated with the eInk stuff and products of my own. But Meta's new research-focused smart glasses track heart rate, distinguishes the wearer's voice from others, and last 6 to 8 hours per charge. Now, that's what I was super interested about because these things get about 3 hours if you're lucky. Some people are like, I get 4 hours out of there. How, bro? How? What are you doing? Are they even on? Are they just folded up on your face like this? Because if they're on, you're getting about 3 hours. Meta announces Aria Gen 2 glasses on Thursday, a research-focused design for machine perception, ergocentric, and contextual AI and robotics. That robotics portion is interesting. These glasses have a SLAM, an eye tracking what is SLAM? These glasses have SLAM and eye tracking cameras, force canceling speakers, another technology I'm not familiar with, mics, and distinguish between voices, continuous HR, and GNSS location tracking. Why are they trying to confuse me? Why? Jay says, "Oh, it works." Was about the story transition effect. Oh, gotcha. I'm trying. I'm wondering if I should use the transition for everything or just for different segments. We'll figure it out. These glasses, I don't know what that SLAM stuff is. I'm going to have to do some research on that. They weigh 75 grams, less than 98 grams. They weigh 75 grams. Oh, less than the 98 grams Orion, but more than the 50-gram Ray-Bans. Gotcha. The Orions, if you don't know, with the really like ambitious top tier Meta headset that has AR, VR, like the highest resolution screens to show you what you're looking at. So it's their top tier. Orion has everything they know. It has everything packed into that one headset. Still looks like a pair of glasses though. This is like a midway between these Meta Ray-Bans I'm wearing right now and that Orion set. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Orion set. This is what it's, I guess, supposed to look like when you're looking through them. I want to see what the actual glasses look. There we go. So that's the Orion headset right there. It comes with that wristband that you wear with it that senses what your hand is doing and your fingers for that matter. Yeah, not bad looking. I would still wear those. They're chunky. I would still wear those though. And then we have the smallest pair of Metas, which are these right here. I wasn't even going to use this camera right here today. Then we have the smallest ones, which are these right here. Almost indistinguishable from regular Ray-Bans, honestly. So, and then we have the mix between those two, which would be, it looks like would be these pair right here. A little bit thicker, but they have more going on. So yeah. Academic and commercial research labs can start testing Aria Gen 2 in early 2026, but they won't ship to consumers. So this is not a consumer product, just like the Orion is not a consumer product either. The Orion pair is just for developers trying to develop software for it and people who just want to get early access to some really nice tech. They're like 10 grand, I hear, a piece. I'm not sure how much these will cost. They didn't say here, but super interesting when eyeglass tech gets better. I think this is like the future for AI, honestly. I think this is where we're going to use AI, is in glasses like this. Jay says, also, I never have an Alexa anything at home. If I want to do some automation, I will do it with Home Assistant and stuff from cloudfree.shop. Home Assistant, Google Home Assistant or something else? Duroc says, eye tracking, hard pass. Too tempting for Meta to mine every specific eye focus data for their marketing. Oh, you know that's going to happen. I think no matter who's going to do this and bring this to the market, you know, unless we're talking about Apple. If we're talking about Apple, then I think that we can maintain some autonomy and maintain some anonymity. But if it's anybody but Apple, I think this is just going to be what's happening. If you buy a product from Google right now, they're mining everything they can for data. If you buy anything from Meta right now, they're mining everything they can for data. Apple, though, doesn't have an incentive. They don't make their money off of advertising. They make their money off of their services they make for the devices. I think that's where the majority of their money comes from. Even if it's off of the devices themselves, I still think that, it's definitely services. They're definitely making their money on services. But even if that were flip flopped and they were making the most of their money off hardware and not services, they're definitely not making money off of advertising. So they have no incentive to sell your data. So Apple, I think you're good. If Apple did something like this, I think you'd be good. Which is why I was hoping their AI would be good, so I could just give them all my data without having to worry about it being sold. Not that I care at this point. I've sold my soul to the devil long ago with this data, getting services free for your data transaction. I've been selling my soul for years on that one, so I'm just used to that now. That doesn't even bother me anymore. Jay says Home Assistant is open source home automation software. Does it work with the Matter? Does it not? Does it work with the Matter standard? Because that would be interesting. Jay says, yeah, Rock. I guarantee that's where they would go with it. Yeah, absolutely. You both are absolutely correct about that. That's every company though that's selling data or that's advertising. And as far as I know, Apple's the only big tech company that's not that doesn't make their money off advertising. All right, let's go to the next story we got here, which I don't think what is this? Oh, it's a movie. So let's check it out. Let's check this quick video out about the Aria Gen 2 glasses.
With Product Aria, we reimagined a wearable device with a sensor suite that could perceive as you perceive, and in doing so enables the development of a new generation of artificial intelligence that has a better understanding of who you are and makes possible new advancements in robotics. Project Aria, from the outset, was designed to begin a revolution around always-on, human-centric computing. We're excited to announce the...
That's what I like about this, the always-on aspect. That's really cool. I'm really looking forward to glasses having the always-on aspect to it, and with good enough battery life to be always on, and not die on you after 30 minutes. Oh, I got an echo on the video. Okay, cool. Let me check it. Let me check this out. Let's check that out real quick.
The next step in our...
Is the echo with me in the video? Or is the echo with the video? Oh boy. I think this happened last time too. All right. Let's see if we can get rid of this echo. I'm not sure where the echo would be coming from. Oh, the echo's in the video. Oh, maybe because I'm too close to the... Maybe because I'm too close to the microphone. Let's try that again.
Our journey, the second generation of Aria glasses.
With Gen 2 glasses, we are building AI capabilities with a deeper understanding of the wearer's context.
Okay, so was the echo still there? Because I think I may have just been too close to the microphone. And the sound's pumping through here. I'm gonna go. If the echoes persist, let me know.
And the environment.
Aria Gen 2 is the perfect tool for researchers pushing the boundaries of AI and AR.
What you see here is the same as this.
Yeah, the mic.
We have upgraded the sensor suite with additional computer vision camera for enhanced location and embodied tracking. We have increased battery capacity by...
So like I was saying though, I definitely think, I had the volume too high in the headphones. It was leaking. So I definitely think that these are going to be nice because, like I said, if they deliver the promise of always active AI, like it's always looking and can record and keep track and remember certain things that it sees, I think that this increased battery life makes the bulk worth it if they can always be on, which that's what they're saying here.
Over 40% without a weight increase. The device features a contact microphone and spatial microphones. It can distinguish between your voice and those of bystanders. Aria Gen 2 determines your location, both indoors and outdoors. Advanced eye tracking camera tracks your gaze to understand what you're looking at and tracks your hand to identify the object you interact with, all while monitoring your heart rate for a comprehensive understanding of your well-being.
That's interesting. And the glasses monitor your heart rate. I'm assuming because they're by your temple, right? They can sense. Oh boy, they can sense all kinds of stuff, I'm imagining.
To introduce the ability to process a lot of the signals on the device in real time.
How clutch is that? Something that just goes over your temple anyway, right?
As soon as you do that, you move away from the context of data collection and processing later.
Then we can start to interact with the user, not just research what might be possible, but actually experience it.
I'm not gonna hold you, chat. Seeing that lady from the side with the glasses on, eesh, ooh, that looked painful. That looked painful. I don't know. They may need to work on that.
Help me pick up some red onions.
Yeah, that right there just looks crazy. Yeah, no. I couldn't wear those. I wouldn't wear those.
Taking you to red onions. Red onions are here.
Very important.
That was impressive though. Like we're gonna talk about consumer grade electronics being used for medical purposes, and I'm telling you, the usefulness may outweigh any of the things, the cosmetics, especially if they're useful for you and you need them for that thing. Skype is shutting down. It should. Zoom killed Skype.
Important parts of Project Aria.
The pandemic killed Skype.
Has been building partnerships.
No, I'm sorry. Zoom did it. Zoom came along at the right time. It's always timing.
With companies and academic research labs that have reach far beyond our own.
We stay committed to research processes that safeguard personal information. The journey with second-gen Aria
Oh, that's cool.
glasses is just the beginning.
Well, maybe it's not cool if you actually wanted to have that information for yourself. Like maybe it's your license plate, or maybe you're getting it for your friend. Yeah, there's reasons you would want to get that information. Mr. Mike. Now, see, I opened the floodgate with a slight mishap. I almost let a swear out. Almost.
Imagine what the research community can achieve with a device that closes the gap between machine and human perception. Together, we can unlock an understanding of what it is to experience reality as we do.
I love it. I love the music choice too. I'm a big music junkie, so anytime people pick good music, I like to call that out. They pick good music. All right, so yeah, Aria. What else we got up here? Let's talk about the next story we got real quick. So the next story we have up here is ChatGPT 4.5. Introducing ChatGPT 4.5, a research preview of our strongest GPT model, says OpenAI, available to pro users and developers worldwide. This is a press release straight from OpenAI. It says, we're releasing a research preview of ChatGPT 4.5, our largest and best model for chat yet. GPT 4.5 is a step forward in scaling up pre-training and post-training. By scaling unsupervised learning, GPT 4.5 improves its ability to recognize patterns, draw connections, and generate creative insight without reasoning. Early test shows that interacting with GPT 4.5 feels more natural. Its broader knowledge base, improved ability to follow user intent, and greater EQ make it useful for tasks like improving writing, programming, and solving practical problems. We also expect it to hallucinate less. We're sharing ChatGPT 4.5 as a research preview to better understand its strengths and limitations. We're still exploring what it's capable of and are eager to see how people use it in ways we might not have expected, which is what I like about AI, which is what I like about tech in general. People find use cases for it. Again, a saying that I'm adopting, I stole it. It's all about use cases. It's all about use cases. Stole that from eInk. She really impressed upon me the importance of use cases. Scaling unsupervised learning. So let's just look at what we got here in the graphs. So deeper word knowledge, simple QA accuracy, higher is better. So we're just looking at 4.5 up against 4.0 and wait. Oh, is 4.5 the successor to 4.0? Their naming convention bothers me. It really does. They make it so hard to understand what the next iteration is. Like, why are we doing this to people? We got the OpenAI 03, the ChatGPT 4.0. Like, stop. Then they named their own deep research model Deep Research after Google had already named their deep research model Deep Research. They need to, whoever's naming stuff at OpenAI needs to be fired. They need to just fire that dude and just hire someone else to do the naming. Because he's not it. He's not the one. Simple QA hallucination rate, lower is better. So less hallucinations with 4.5 over these other models that I don't know what generation they are, or what word am I looking for? Where in the hierarchy of iterations they go? I don't know. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't even care to look at these graphs. I don't even care. They mean nothing to me if I don't know by looking at the name where they sit in the hierarchy of models. That person needs to be fired. We're moving on. ChatGPT 4.5 out for paid users. It's available for pro users and developers worldwide. So you got to be. I think is the pro model $20 or $200? Somebody let me know. I think the pro model is $20. I could be wrong about that, but you got to pay to get this. It just means nothing until they rename their AI. I don't even care. Mr. Mike says, can we talk about the elephant in the room? Yes. I think. The Rock says they should name it GPT Series X and S. See, not confusing at all. Oh boy. Are we sure, Rock, that's not confusing? Because I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't know. We'll move on from that. The whole thing is just, if you care about ChatGPT, 4.5 is out. I use ChatGPT sometimes just to check out their user interface and how much better it is than Gemini's. I like formatting of text in my AI outputs, so that's a thing. We'll move on to the next story here. Is there a next story? Emotional intelligence. No, we don't care about ChatGPT 4.5 right now. We'll move on. All right, so the next story we have is based on a new trailer, I predict the Minecraft movie will make $1 trillion. Now, this is just about the Minecraft trailer, you guys. Now, this is not tech related. It can be slightly tech related because it's video game related, and video games are tech. Anyway, And anytime Jack Black is in something, it's universal. It's everything at that point. It's everything at that point. So I don't know who this dude in the middle is. He looks, you know who he looks like? He looks like the country singer. Oh, I can't think of the dude's name. I can't remember this guy's name now. He's got a daughter that works for Disney. She used to. Now she does music. She was doing hip hop first. Now she did country. Now she's just I don't know. But that looks like him. Who am I thinking about? Chat, help me. Who did the My 21 song? Oh, is that Jason Momoa? No. What's that? Look at that again. Oh. Okay, it didn't look like him. Billy Ray. Bam, brother. Thank you. Billy Ray Cyrus. There we go. That looks like Billy Ray to me. I don't know why. He looks like a weird Billy Ray. But maybe it's Jason Momoa. Okay. That might be why he looks like a weird Billy Ray. Because it's not Billy Ray. It's Jason. Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's check this out. I want to see this. What? Oh, that is Jason Momoa.
In the overworld,
Whoa.
anything you can dream about, you can create.
So they built all this?
Yeah, most of it.
Hola.
It's the parted hair. That's why I thought it was Billy Ray. The parted hair. I've never seen Jason Momoa with parted hair before. The cuteness is just definitely on overload. But you know what I noticed about this? This movie is going to make so much money. It's going to make so much money. But I say this, I'm going to say this again. I think I probably said it on a live show already. 3D printers to me are like the ovens in Minecraft. I said the ovens. Are they ovens? Whatever that thing is that you can make everything in the game with. That's how I feel about 3D printers. Anyway,
that thing doesn't understand a word you're saying.
We're talking.
Life here was perfect. Until one day, flint and steel, we came across the Nether. A place with
April
no joy
4th?
or
That's not far.
creativity at all. You, what are you making?
Oh,
If they get their way, this beautiful world and everything in it will wither and die.
Con Dios. It means goodbye, brother.
no, it doesn't.
Don't look at her. It does.
If we want to save this world, creativity is key to survival.
I'm a Jason Momoa fan.
what?
This is
You like
unlike
throwing
anything I've ever
things?
seen him do before.
Bye-bye. Those things work, right?
Absolutely. Coming in hot!
I got something for you.
I love Blue House.
Yeah, he's like a rock star. He's like an 80s rock star.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Maybe even an
This place
early
makes no
90s rock
sense.
star. No, definitely 80s.
Let's do this.
They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey!
Okay, you guys. All right. I did not mean to watch a whole trailer on this. I just really was like, okay, is it out? I didn't even know a trailer was out. Okay, my bad. All right, so definitely Minecraft trailer out. I'm excited. I'm excited. I definitely want to see this. Aaron says, I've never played Minecraft. Katie, what's going on? Let's get the air horns going for Katie. And is that Aaron's first? Let's get Aaron's going for Aaron because I didn't see Aaron earlier. Aaron, Minecraft is something that I got into. I've played Minecraft extensively back in the day. I haven't played it in a long time, but it is a cool game. It's definitely a cool game. If you haven't tried it, it's like free to play. I think you can just download it for free somewhere and play it. Jay says this is like a tripped out version of Time to Pretend by MGMT. It does look trippy. I'm not going front. It's going to be a good time. I can't wait for it. April, that's not far away. That's not far away at all. That's not far away at all. All right, everybody. Let's. I think we've done with like the new stuff. Next thing I want to talk about is the DYI blog that the Supernote platform put out. So let's go ahead and check that out. So we got Supernote Gears. Is that what this is called? DYI Zone. What is the link? Supernote pages. DYI. Oh, it's the DYI Zone. This is new to me. I didn't know this was a thing till like today. But they have a bunch of DYI stuff on the Supernote website. Tons of DYI stuff. So if you're interested in modding your stuff, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be awesome. Katie says, I'm finally here, Hugh. Minecraft. I've never gotten into that. Minecraft is awesome. It's a really fun game. Like I said, I think it's free to play right now from Microsoft. That works if Minecraft movie was good. Yeah, if the Minecraft movie is good, I think it is. Jack Black is in there. Once you throw Jack Black in the movie, it's going to be good. It might not be critically acclaimed, but it's going to be good. Got the email this morning. Yeah, so I checked out this DYI thing, and I wanted to just take a look at it with everyone. Now, I've always, and I also saw that Ed put in the Discord, Ed from Organize for Change, our resident Supernote guru. Ed basically was like, people talk crap about the Supernote being modular only in name only because they didn't have the parts that you could swap out. Well, here they are. These are the parts. So we got parts now. We got replacement backs. Jeff may need one of these. I think Jeff Moss might have broken his back trying to take it off for a video. Was that Jeff? No, Jeff was like, I'm not even going to attempt to take it off because he saw the problems everyone was having with taking theirs off. So Jeff was like, I'm not even going to bother with that. You guys have seen other people do it. I'm going to leave mine where it's at. It's a pain in the neck to take out and off. It's super sketch. I thought I broke mine. I didn't because I'm a professional. But these things are going to break. Some people are going to break them how hard they are to take off. So it's nice to see they got replacement parts here. It's nice to see they got replacement backs. So we got batteries. Currently available in the US. We got Core X2 motherboards, which, I mean, they don't say the motherboards are available. Let's click on it. Can we add it to the cart? After placing your motherboard order, please email a video of your Supernote's device's serial number to service@supernote.com using the email associated with your order so we can configure it for your device. Without the serial number, we cannot ship your order. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So they are shipping then, even though it says they aren't. Only the first product says it's shipping in the U.S., but maybe that's just because they like, okay, all of these are shipping in the U.S., but they're not going to put it by everyone. All right, so we got batteries, we got motherboards from Supernote that you can swap out. This is the promise of the Supernote platform: modularity. Being able to swap out parts and not having to ditch your product because you broke the screen or the motherboard got fried or got water damage or something. There's parts you can buy to replace it and not have to scrap the whole device. Very awesome. Very awesome. We got enclosures, like I just mentioned. The Feel Right 2 films. One of the members in the chat right now, and Jay's becoming a YouTuber in his own right now. Jay puts Feel Right 2 films on his devices. That's something we're going to talk about later in the show as well. His experience with the Tab Ultra C Pro. Official guides. Yeah, so they got official teardown guides. I think is this for what the frick is that, chat? What the frick is that? Do y'all, what is this? What? What? What is this? What is this? How to make DYI Supernote Nomad enclosure. Back cover. Oh, so it's just for this. Okay. Whew. I thought they were giving 3D print. I thought they were giving 3D print stuff for for like the actual enclosure. So this is just the back. Man, listen, I was about to get busy on this, chat. I just bought my resin 3D printer. I failed to mention that. Can I throw up a picture? Let's see if we got a picture here. I'm gonna throw up a picture here. Let's see if I can get it up first. I'm gonna throw up a picture of the 3D printer that I just bought. I was trying to wait till I did the video for this, but since we're talking about it. All right, let's throw this up here. Your boy just got a resin 3D printer, the Elegoo, 16K. I'm about to do it. we about to make things up in here. There is a glass there. That is not wine. It's not wine. That's Coke. And by Coke, I mean Coca-Cola. So, and got the Nomads look like the perfect lab notebooks. That is a lab coat on the chair there, by the way. And for Mr. Media, it's not engraved yet. I am going to get it though. But yeah, so yeah, lab getting. I got a whole lab setup going that I'm trying to get together. That I'm just throwing all of my scientific instruments there, and I'm gonna have the lab going. And I'm gonna have a camera set up in there too. It's gonna be so nice. I can't wait to get that going. But anyway, so that's the setup so far. I'm still working on it. But anyway, let's go back to Supernote here. But yeah, so I just got that 3D printer I got some Supernote products in the making. I'm so excited to show you guys. But through any event, I thought this was giving 3D print measurements to some of their enclosures, but this is just for the back. So I was excited. I still am excited for this. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. See what they give us here for the print files. What kind of file is it? We'll save this to downloads. Oh boy, where are my downloads? Oh, you see that right there? Oh boy, it's coming. It's coming. So yeah, that I wanted to see what file that was. Let's see here. It's a step file. I need a STL file. Who cares about step? Who cares about step files? I need the STL file. That's what we're looking for here. Somebody should, maybe I'll reach out to Supernote or Ratta and be like, listen, we need a different file type for this, okay? I don't know what you're doing over there at Ratta, but we need different things here. All right, so anyway, I'm loving it. I'm liking that. I love that the fact that they even give you 3D print instructions. Whoa. I never saw none of this DYI stuff, you guys.
Hi there. Welcome to the step-by-step guide on customizing the cuttable pin loop included with your Supernote Manta device. Before we start, here's an important tip. The original size of the cuttable pin loop is designed to fit larger pins, like the Lamy All-Star series. If you are using a pin of this size, there's no need to cut the pin loop.
Killing it with the music.
Simply skip ahead to the installation chapter to learn how to attach it to your Supernote. If you're using a medium-sized pin, like the Heart of Metal series, you'll need to cut off one set.
We're done here. Even this doesn't make the pin loop good. We got designs on the way for the pin loop that are actually good. This is not good. That's no better than what they've been doing. Word. Katie, who's going to use STEP? Nobody. We certainly need STL. Yeah, at 3MF, I'm good with that too. But STEP? I'll step on you. Like, what are we doing? This is crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I like that. I like the fact that they released this stuff here. It's awesome. Going to the chat, we got. I can work with STEP, but STL would be nicer. I've never used STEP, nor do I know the benefits. But I've been using STL and it works out fine for me. So I'm like, okay, if I don't have to learn anything new, I won't. Are there benefits? I'll take it if there are benefits, though. I'll take it. So we got a Lamy Vista refill, which I think is interesting. This right here, the half pin module. Lots of people don't know this exists. Either they know it exists and they don't care to replace their pin. A lot of people are having problems with their hard metal pins rattling. Like there's a piece of metal that rattles on the inside. This is the portion that has that rattling going on. They sell the replacement. So I have tons of them. If you listen, I got tons of these things. If you need one, they don't have nibs in them. I've been using the nibs. I got tons of them. So if you guys need one of these, or if anybody needs one of these, reach out. Pay for the shipping. I'll send it to you for free. And then you can get rid of the rattling. All you have to do is swap out your nib, and that's super easy to do. I should make a video on showing people how to do that. Rock says step in a CAD file so it's editable. STL is an output file and is generally not very editable. Awesome. Okay, so maybe that's why they did that. I don't use CAD unless I absolutely have to. Oh snap! I've got a Lamy pin loop print. It clicks the Lamy. Whoa, that's interesting. Do share, Katie. Do share. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Jay says, "Oh, I don't mean your data. More about the ability to start charging your subscription fees you didn't sign up for." Okay, that's a kind of conversation. I wasn't involved. All right, so yeah, I mean, this is cool. Whoa. I think this is very cool. The Nomad Folio DYI kit they got on here as well. I'd buy this, but just for the magnets though. You know what I mean? Want to personalize your Supernote Nomad Folio? Just snag the DYI kit and create your very own folio. That's interesting. It's just the metal, or the magnets. I wish they had a better picture of this, because that's not a very good one. But I do like the fact that they offer these options, these modular options here for the Supernote. So that's very cool. That's very cool. All right, let's move on from that. What do we got next here? Actually, hold on, we got more down here. So the official guides, community showcase. Oh, this is a showcase showing what everyone's doing with this. I've looked at this before. I've seen this before. Yeah, people getting super creative. All right, what else we got here on the docket for the day here? Oh, that was Supernote stuff. I think that the next things we were going to look at. Oh, I was going to talk about a couple of things. So, there is a member in the chat right now. Her name's eInk, and I was talking about using AirPod Pro 2s as a medical device for hearing a little while back, and we were talking about how using these devices. Let's go ahead and pull those up. So basically, these particular devices have been approved by the FDA for medical use. And we were talking about how it's awesome that you can use a pair of AirPods as hearing aids. And the fact that, like I said, they're FDA approved to be used as such. I thought that was an excellent way for people who either just can't afford to buy the $2,000-3,000 devices, the actual $2,000-3,000 medical devices that the medical companies sell, and don't have the insurance to cover that cost. Or you just want to try something that's consumer grade that will work for your needs, and why pay $3,000 when you don't have to? So eInk said she bought a pair of these, and they work so good for her. And I just want to share a quote from her that she left in the Discord that was so moving, and it's so cool when you see when you see devices in tech being used for like just stuff to help humanity. You know what I mean? It's like we're technology, and Apple says this all the time, and they say it all the time. But this is definitely a crossroads where humanity meets technology, right? Apple says that all the time, but this is definitely a situation to where that's absolutely true. I'm terrible with finding previous chats in our Discord, so just give me a second here. I think the tech chat is where we were. Okay, here we go. So I found the actual comment here. I'm gonna read this out, and I've talked to her already, which she said it's okay for me to share this with you guys. But this was eInk's reaction to using the AirPods as a hearing augmentation device. She says, so far it is nuts. I think I've teared up like twice now. There's so much I didn't know I was missing. Also, my mechanical keyboards are obnoxiously loud, and I have no idea how my coworkers have been putting up with me. I mean, I almost teared up hearing that. It's just like, we listen to these, we use these things, the technology that we use for our own like consumer purposes, right? They're not life or death situations, or they're not making or breaking us in any kind of way. They're just conveniences, right? But when you come across a piece of technology that goes above and beyond being a convenience, right? When you get technology that's adding value to your life, that's definitely where technology meets humanities, right? I've never cared about that catchphrase from Apple ever in my life. I hear them just like, what are you even talking about, dude? This is what they're talking about. Situations like this where consumer grade devices and technology can be used to enhance people's lives in a way that medical devices have been, but at a much reasonable price point. I love that. I love that, and I'm hoping that trend continues in the consumer market. We've had other couple of stories this week as well, talking about consumer grade technologies being used as medical devices. I think the other thing we were talking about were glasses, right? How the AI glasses, the Meta glasses, were being used for people who were blind or partially blind to get help with what they were seeing or looking at. So yeah, I just think this is a beautiful story. I think it's a way that technology definitely impacts people's lives. And I just wanted to like follow up and say, yeah, here's a real life example of someone using a consumer grade product to enhance their life. Just beautiful. So thanks, eInk, for sharing that. And thank you for being a member of the channel, a valuable member of the channel as well. I appreciate you. Let's go to the chat real quick. So in the chat, we got Katie says, I think YouTube blocked me from chatting, LOL. No, you're still here. Katie, I'll stop you from posting links. It'll stop you from posting links, says Jay. Use our Discord for that. Yeah, definitely. If you're in the Discord, Katie, definitely pop in. The link is in the member polls. I should put up a new one so people don't have to dig through the member polls to find a post to find that. But it'll be there. Let's see. Katie says 1,000% an amazing thing with AirPods. When I heard that at the keynote, I was shocked and excited for people. Absolutely. So many more people are going to have access to a way of life that they've not come accustomed to or experiencing in a certain way. That's what opened my eyes about this. It's just, you can experience life in a way that you just haven't been able to because of whatever reason. Mr. Mike says, "Oh, you are being serious. That's huge at eInk." Yeah, absolutely. I was being definitely serious. Katie K says, "I heard, I teared up too. The above and beyond was a nice thing to hear from a $1 billion company." Absolutely. Absolutely. Katie, here's the Discord. I'm somewhere part of it. I'm somehow not part of it. Oh, wow. They won't let me link it here, but it is in the members post. If you're on the YouTubes, the members post has a post that starts off with Discord. I'll post a new one. So if you don't see that, I'll post a new one today for people who don't want to dig through those posts. Because I don't make a lot of community posts, but I made a few. Sheen says, it is huge. I walked around with this crazy grin all day yesterday. I could hear my coworkers talking. I didn't know I was missing it. They thought I was ignoring them and walking away. It's just awesome to hear. It's really just awesome to hear. Sheen's amazing, and without having to commit tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, definitely. All right. Let's go on to the next thing we have here. The next thing I wanted to talk about was Jay's. I wonder if I can just put up the Discord here. Because Jay, another member of the channel and member of the Discord, put up his thoughts on the Tab Mini C. And I think it's interesting to get a hindsight view of technology, right? Like something I've never thought about. We talk about in 2025 was a Tab Ultra C Pro, but here we are, and it's probably going to be my next device. Like honestly, just based off what Jay had to say about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to pick that up. I don't even care about the Note Max the Note Max. I don't care about the Note Air 4C, which I am probably selling to get the Tab Ultra C Pro, because yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done with the Note Air 4C. It's dead to me. It is definitely dead to me. Let me see if I can find this in the Discord here. I'm terrible with finding Discord stuff. I gotta tell you guys. Oh, here it is, I think. Yep, here it is. All right, so I want to see if I can show this. I think that I can. Ooh, I can. Let's see here. Oh, chat, where's my Discord at? Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy big. That's crazy big. I didn't. Can I make it smaller? Oh, I moved the wrong window. All right, let's get this smaller, chat. Let's work this out real quick. Real quick. All right, there we go. Bam. All right, chat, we got it. All right, here we go. So this is can you move myself out of the way? We can move me and this. Oh, perfect. No. Perfect. All right, there we go, chat. Okay. All right. So just to read what Jay has to say about this, I think this is super interesting just because, like I said, hindsight, right? So he just dealt with the Tab Ultra C Pro, and it's interesting to me because Jay is somebody he's a Boox bro, and he just wants the best Boox product he can get, right? He's not biased at all, which I love about his take on things. He just is like, okay, what's the best? What does it do? What does it don't do? And I love that. So here he's giving his take on the Tab Ultra C Pro after having tons of other Boox devices. This is what he had to say. So performance is indeed blistering fast as expected, including with the 4.0 beta. And this is, let me just put myself up here real quick. This is why I would like to open the lives up to having interviews with like people that are in the Discord, people that are in the chat. I'm wondering if I change the live times would people have time to come onto the show and give their firsthand experience of some of these things that we talk about on the live show? I think that'd be super interesting. And it'd be a great way to get people involved with the show who are a part of the show anyway, but then they'd be able to share their firsthand experience. I love that. Let's go to the chat before I continue reading this. eInk, I hope so. Blah, blah, blah. If you have a Tab Ultra C Pro, there's no reason to get the Tab Air. Oh, no Air 4C at all, in my opinion. Absolutely. That's why I'm getting rid of mine, Jay. After hearing what you had to say about it, I'm like, I'm all in now. All right, so Jay says, performance is indeed blistering fast as expected, including with the 4.0 beta firmware. Although I could use ideas for testing both CPU horsepower, application performance, like the Notes app, and screen performance, ghosting tests, etc. That's my biggest thing. I would love to test that screen for the ghosting. Man, I would love to get my my spectrophotometer on that thing. Whew. But that's why I want to get one to do those tests, that kind of testing. Between this and my return of the Tab Mini C, and so Jay got rid of the Tab Mini C, but brought it back. I had my Tab Mini C up for sale, took it down once I realized how bad the Note Air 4C was, but I had already sold my Note Air 3C. Else I would have pulled that down from the sale as well. But anyway, so we've both gone back to our Tab Mini Cs after the Note Air 4C, which that tells you something about the Note Air 4C. That, like, two big Boox people. Like, I'm not a Boox bro. Like, I'm agnostic. I'm device agnostic out here. But yeah, so that's just a telling sign from two big Boox people who are like, yeah, I'm going back to old Boox products, the old color Boox products before I go to the Note Air 4C. Super telling. Between this and my return to the Tab Mini C, I'm increasingly forced to agree with Roderick, moi, that the Note Air 4C screen, just the screen, is probably a step back from the panel in the Note Air 3C. I've been saying that for a while. I need to make the video because other people are starting to notice that as well. I want to get the I said it first credit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put that out there. So I need to do the video. But yeah, I don't think the new screens are as good as the older screens. I just don't. They tried a new technology. They tried a new process. It's not working, in my opinion. It's not working. The keyboard case is excellent and is a huge value add, although they still haven't fixed the issue of it being consistently connected when it's in the case and therefore vulnerable to stray key presses. Oh, interesting. Or trackpad maneuvers from the back. Annoying, unless I'm missing something, obviously. But the keyboard cover is something you use with a lot of intention. If you put your tab in it and close it up, you are doing so because you want to type later. This whole post is typed on it. Nice. So there's not that much of a problem for most practical purposes. His fourth noting is the screen is slippery as advertised, which the screen is going to be slicker, obviously, because it doesn't have a writing surface, which is the reason I've stayed away from this device. Literally the only reason I've stayed away from the Tab Ultra C Pro is because it doesn't have a writing surface. But now I don't care. I don't care now. The screen is slippery as advertised. Tonight, going to put the feel rights on both the Tab Ultra C Pro and the Tab Mini C, like I had before, but it's extremely precise, and the latency is nearly non-existent. Okay, so what I have to say about this is this. Beautiful, dude. You should do write-ups. like I said earlier, Jay's becoming a YouTuber in his own right, and dude, like. You have the chops to do this because your insight is so specific, and it gets to the point of what is going on, and I love it. I wish you would do more videos. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, so Jay's take on things has become extremely valuable to me, especially when he's talking about things that I don't have experience with. It's this reason that I'm definitely gonna get the Tab Ultra C Pro. That'll be my next device. It's replacing the Note Air 4C for me. And I may put the Feel Right 2 screen on it, or I may shop for a thinner screen that doesn't feel so soft. Because I like the softness on the Nomad, but I've gotten used to using a hard surface on the Boox products, and I want to kind of keep it that way. But yeah, so I'm super interested to see how he feels, his end opinion about the Tab Ultra C Pro is. All right, let's go to the chat real quick. Mr. Mike says, I would be happy to be interviewed. I'm flattered. Dude, I'm the insight people have. I would interview Mr. Mike on his knowledge of the eInk platform as a whole, the specs and the tech behind it. I would interview Aaron on his use cases for the Boox platform. I'd interview eInk on her use cases for everything, because she's use case queen. Like she really impressed upon me the importance of use cases, and that's why I feel like these things are all about use case right now. Like she's instilled that in me. Like who else? Like CJ is our Japanese connection. He can tell us what's going on in the mainland over there. You know, it's just, I would interview Katie Cakes is in the chat today. I'd interview Katie Cakes on her use of pens. She's a huge fountain pen person, and how that equates into the pens that we use and the stylus that we use for the eInk devices. It's just, I'd interview all of you guys because everyone brings something to the conversation, and that's what I love about the group of people that hang out here. You know what I mean? And that's how I see it. We're a group of friends that like to hang out and talk about certain stuff. We don't get together all the time, but when we do, it's a good time. It's a good time. All right, so back to the chat here. Jay says, Voya really had Healing Shield on the Tab Ultra. Really liked Healing Shield on the Tab Ultra C Pro. And that's Voya is the reason why I said I might not do the feel right on the Tab Ultra C Pro, because he liked the Healing Shield on his, which is a bit thinner, not so soft. So I'll check them both out. Will the FW fit the Note Air 4C? It will. You have to cut it though, I think, according to Jay. It's a matter of opinion that Rod made a sudden and firm judgment on without having all the facts, only listening to certain people. At Katie Cakes, it's a matter of opinion that Rod made a sudden and firm. Oh, what? Oh, Katie said, why are we hating the Note Air 4C? What have I missed? I haven't been using mine as much. Yeah. Katie, that's why you haven't been using it as much. It's garbage. That's why. Like, it's garbage, Katie. It's so funny. That is so funny. Oh, we got to move this around. Okay. Now it's better. I think we're good now. Yeah, that's why. That's why, Katie. Because it's garbage. That would be why. I got a curl stick. My curls have been ridiculously they haven't been cooperating. My hair is extremely curly, and when curls are just popping up out of place, it's like, what are you doing? Now I look like I don't care about how I look, and I do a little bit. Stay down, curl. Okay, what are we talking about here? The Note Air 4C. That's why you haven't used it in a while, Katie. It's not that good, okay? It's not. The Note Air 4C or 3C was better. Dude, the Note Air 4C is excellent, and I've had the Note Air 3C, Note Air 4C, and Tab Ultra C Pro. I'm being as objective as possible. This is coming from Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, you're not being objective. You're never objective. I'm going to go on a limb and say that. You're totally subjective, Mr. Mike. The Note Air 4C isn't excellent. Stop it. Let's go down to the bottom here. Those are the chats that I missed. Katie, and then Mike says, it's a matter of opinion that Rod made a sudden and firm judgment on without having all the facts, only listening to certain people. No. Stop. I didn't listen to anyone from my Note Air 4C opinion. That came from me doing strenuous tests. And I wasn't in the lab doing the test, but if I were doing the test today, I'd be in the lab doing the test, and I'd be able to come on here and say, I did lab testing on the Node Air 4C. I didn't. I just did regular tests, but I did tests my own. Listen, people have it. I might have been the first person to say the Node Air 4C was trash. I might have been the first person to say that. So if anything, whoever you heard say that probably heard me say it and was like, you know what, that guy's right. This is trash. This is total and utter trash. Katie says, yes, oh my God, interview me. Like I said, I'd interview everybody. If I could do the show, and I might change the time of the show to make it at a time when people are not working so that I can say, okay, we got such and such on the show today talking about whatever. That'd be cool. I'd show up for that. True, Jay. I like how it is now, but I love a good paper like screen protector. Been using them on my iPad since iPad 2. Yeah, Mike, what are your personal thoughts on the Node Air 4C versus the Tab Ultra C Pro? Jay said that, but I want to know as well, Mr. Mike. Sheen says, I would watch an interview series on your channel. Dude, I'm trying to get that going. It's been said a few times by a few people. Aaron also brought that up. I would do that. I like interviewing people, and I think it's fun. And you just learn so much from hearing information from people who are in it firsthand. Katie says, I see you also stopped listening to Knight Rider car's name videos. Oh, boy. That's hilarious. All I can think of now is dun 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 dun. If you don't know, that's a theme song to Knight Rider. You could announce you're a guest, and we could submit questions if you have to do them after lives. Yeah, that would be cool. eInk. Mashup never objective, Mike. Word. Never objective. Always subjective. Jason or Mr. Mike says, I think the Node Air 4C is superior. The dark gray line in the Tab Ultra C Pro and this suboptimal front light makes it unusable for me. He's mad because it has an orange stripe. It still has that orange on it, and I'm not liking it. You're absolutely right. Jay says dark gray line. He's probably talking about that line on the side of the devices that you can totally get rid of. People don't like the Node Air 3C because of that line. And I'm like, I've never had a problem with that black line. I toned down the darkness and it's gone. That's what you have to do. You have to bring down the darkness of the contrast, and that gets rid of that line. It's a known problem if you use it in good lighting. Maybe it's not a problem. Who is Knight Rider Cars video? Aaron, come on. Come on, Aaron. She says, guys, I took my Feel Right 2 off my Manta. I bought another brand and applied it. Nope, this with every eInk I have had. Done this with every eInk I ever. Oh, so you use Feel Right 2 on everything. Jay does too. You and Jay are in the same boat on that. Katie Cakes. Ha ha ha. I had to do it. I feel like dogging on him. Is that what I'm known for? It's okay, man. It's all love here. It is funny. Aaron says, "Oh, Kit came out with a new channel. He has a new personal channel. I haven't checked it out, but I'm going to." He made sure, he's like, "Listen, don't go check it out if you don't care about my life. If you just care about the eInk, don't go there. I don't want you to ruin my metrics. Just stay here. And for people who want to know more, you go there." I laughed so hard when he put that in the video. I'll post it in Discord. What did Kit do now? Oh, he didn't do anything. Kit didn't do anything except be beautiful with his hair. I'm telling you. Same. The guy that complains about how intentional Supernote gestures are. Intentional? What? I'm recording a video right now talking about how garbage the Supernote gestures are. The thought, golden. The implementation, sketchy at best. At best. No, I take it off everything. Oh. It says the guy complains about intentional super. It's about hair products. It is. It is. Yeah, he made it in the channel. Listen, Katie, it's just for you. It's just it'll be more to hate. It's just like good. I have more fuel for the fire now. All right, what else we got here? This was fun. I needed that laugh, you guys. I come on here. I'm almost tearing up laughing. So thank you guys. I needed that. I totally needed that. What are you going to rant about? Supernote? No. It is. Oh boy. Listen, Mr. Mike, when you say it is, in my household, that means something. When you just say it is. The Supernote, it is. All right. What else? I think we're done. Here. What are we doing? Let me get this Discord out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Yeah. I think that was it. We talked about Jay's thing here. I was going to just show or talk about some. Oh, you know what? One last thing here. So Voya made a video. It says, "Can you use the Boox Note Max as a or the Go 10.3 as a computer display?" It's a long video, so I wasn't going to watch the whole thing on live with you guys. But I asked Google. So I was like, listen, it lets you ask questions, right? So you can see my little question. You can see my question right here. Actually, let's zoom this. There we go. So you can see my question right here. So you can ask questions on YouTube videos now. So I asked, can you use eInk tablets as displays? And instead of having to watch the whole video to get that specific answer, it gave me answer. So this is what it said. It says, the video shows that you can use eInk tablets as displays, but there are many limitations. Here's what you need to know. It's possible, but with limitations. The video tests the Boox Note Max and the Onyx Boox Go 10.3 using an app called Super Display. Oh, so it's an app you have to go through. Now I'm going to say something to you guys. I don't know if you, hold on, let me get big in it. Let me get big real quick. You can use the Note Air 4C as a monitor. All you got to do is plug it in. See, I say a lot. My videos are pretty dense. They're densely packed with information. I get it. So there's a chance a propensity to miss things. But one of the things I put in my Note Air 4C video, it's the same video that I formed my opinion on the Note Air 4C that I made there, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike. So the video that I made that I actually formed my opinion on the Note Air 4C on, I said in that video, one of the specs I put in that video, yeah, let me get big real quick for sure. The video that I made went on to talk about the USB-C port and how the USB-C port is display port enabled. So literally, if you just plug a display port enabled monitor into the USB-C port of the Note Air 4C, it should just display. Oh boy, what did I just did it? Oh yeah, it should just display what you have on your computer. It should act as a second monitor. Just saying. I don't have a display port thing to test that to show you guys on, but that is a spec that's actually in the chipset on the Note Air 4C, and it's something that the Note Air or the USB-C port is capable of. So just a little tidbit for you. This is still a densely packed video, but still, if you can find that, it's good. That's a good tidbit. Let's go to the chat real quick. Katie says the Manta is his number one though. Katie, he says the Manta's number. Whoa, yeah. As far as Kit goes, yeah. Seriously though, for those who don't know, there's nothing wrong with Kit. I personally can't stand the way he reviews book stuff. It's so biased. It's off-putting for me. Okay, I had to say that out loud. I had to say that a lot. Katie says the Manta is. He says Katie, the Manta is number one right now, though. Yeah, it seems like Katie has. I agree, Katie. That would have been my assessment too, of the Kit channel, but he's big on the Manta right now for sure. Voya is, on the other hand, has got him on men. Voya is awesome. Voya is definitely awesome. Mr. Mike says they are also packed with a little BS. What? Never. The title, maybe. But never the content. Never the content. Anybody notice how like dog poo from the 80s was white and you don't see that anymore? I don't know why that just popped into my head, but it did. You don't see. Okay, we'll keep going. I hear it has something to do with the dog food. Jay, he does now. I haven't looked at his channel in a long time. Okay, I don't want this conversation you guys are having. LMAO, you had to say that out loud. Dead, Katie, no doubt. Parrots. Voya is a gift to the eInk community, to be honest. Although I think sometimes he runs a little too far. He runs a little too far with his judgments on, and then dies on the hill. Oh well, sometimes you gotta die on hills. How many hills have I died on? In my short time in the eInk space, I've picked many hills to die on. I've picked many hills. I had a conversation about why dog poop isn't white. Aaron says I had a community. I think it's the dog food. I don't know why. I think I might have heard something about that. That it was the dog food, that dog poop don't turn white anymore when it's like, 'cause you don't see in the 80s, in the 90s. That was all you saw on the street. Well, not all you saw, but yeah. We'll move on from the poop. How did we get there? I don't know. Anyway, back to the Voya video. eInk is not ideal for dynamic content, and this is what the AI is summarizing from Voya's video. I just want to see what it say. I'm going to watch the whole video and see how it translates into what the AI had to say. eInk is not ideal for dynamic content. eInk screens are not meant for fast refresh. We know that. The best use case is for static content. Right. Documents. Spreadsheets. The video suggests the best way to use eInk tablets is displayed is for reading, browsing, or coding. Okay. I mean, I'd use it for spreadsheets, right? Consider the limitations. The video states that eInk tablets will likely not be suitable as a primary display, and it's better to use them as an additional screen. I can agree with that too. There's better options. The reviewer refers to Dansong Paperlight Color Monitor, which we talked about here on the show as well, which offers a better experience for using an eInk display with a computer. The Dansong we talked about was a small portable display. I think Voya has the bigger one that they make. Interesting, and it gives you time stamps as well for these things. I think that's cool. Cool little summary. Very cool little summary. I like that. That was awesome. You know what else? You know what else was awesome? Oh boy, why did I play a sad trombone? That was unintentional. Like I said, you know what else is awesome? This show was awesome. Thank you guys for being here. That's gonna be the end of the show for today. So I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, every time I come to the show, I needed that laugh today. Today, I needed that laugh. I did. You guys brought it in spades, so appreciate that. Thanks for all the engagement today in the chat. Thanks for everyone who came. Thanks for all the people who are viewing. I appreciate you guys as well. We're gonna do a weekend in review tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be the Saturday show. We're gonna get together. I'm gonna bring a drink to that show. We're just gonna have a good time. Bring your drinks to this Saturday show. Bring your drinks. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have some fun. Just to wrap up the chat before we go real quick. Dansung is mega expensive, says Mr. Mike. Yeah, but the portable one was only $300. I might even consider that one, to be honest. Mr. Mike says that's about all I'm good for. Shing says I watched the Voya video and the recap was pretty spot on. Oh, thanks, Shing. Yeah, so they did a good job. That's what's up. I appreciate that. All right, everyone. TGIF thanks for joining me. And yeah, we will definitely see you guys in Discord over the weekend and for tomorrow. I'm still working on the site, still getting other content out as well. So we got a video coming out today or tomorrow morning. Either or. I'm hoping to get it done today. But like I said, until tomorrow, you guys, take care. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And until Monday. Peace.
you